Hello. Hello everyone. Hi. Hi, how are you?
How are you? So guys, today we have the one and only Tatrix with us, and it's very special for us today because we have a Sanman artist, an electronic music artist who produces and DJs,
Right.
and has a great social media presence if you follow him. Tatrix, thank you for coming today, and
Thank you
we're
so much for
super
having me.
excited. So today, lot to learn from you. So tell me, the first question from my side is कि आपने कहाँ से शुरू किया था and what has been the journey like till now? Can you tell us in brief कि what was your age when you started and how did you pursue and till now? What has been the
So
journey?
this is the most common question which I get. So basically I started when I was 13 years old. I was in school, I guess class 9 or 10. And the first teacher which I met was Rahul sir only. I went to his academy and for the DJing thing and everything. And so basically the thing is I started DJing because I was all very interested in electronic music only, not much Bollywood. So I always liked EDM music and techno music. So even I produce techno and electronic music right now. So I met Rahul Bhaiya because I remember I had a DJ competition in my school. So it was a war of DJs, you guys must be knowing. War of DJs is very common.
This was in which college? Your college Heritage, right?
I was in school.
That time in school.
Yeah,
Sorry.
so I was in DPS Ruby Park. It's in Calcutta only, you guys must be knowing. So it was a war of DJs. I participated in it and I wanted to learn DJing. From that day onwards, I met Bhaiya also and he has helped me a lot in this journey. So both of the faculties which you have, like Rahul Bhaiya and DJ Reaction, I think they are amazing, very talented. And yeah, so that was my journey. I started back then, I think it was 2017 or 18. And yeah.
And you performed in your school dress, I believe.
Yeah, so the first performance which I gave was in my school dress only. It was in Heritage School, like the fest was of Heritage School. The fest name was of Utopia. And the most interesting part is like this year only, I performed in Utopia, like you can see the video there.
Yeah, it's already.
Yeah, and I performed as a guest performance there.
So within a span of 1 year, I think?
No, it took me 5 years.
5 years.
5 years, yeah. 5
Wow.
years.
And it shows in this video like I think you're feeling emotional. when
Exactly,
you
exactly.
shot it.
So I think this was the
Wow.
most emotional show for me because even I was telling you, like you can see me talking.
Okay.
So
Yes,
I'm
please.
telling the same thing that it has been a long journey. It took me 5 years to reach the stage because at the beginning I started as a participant, but now in 2023 I performed as a guest performance, and even in you guys must be knowing Rave College. Right, so they have a very big fest, the Wotsav. So even I performed there this year as a headliner, and I was also the judge for War of DJs.
Amazing.
It's been a great
So
journey.
that is amazing journey in 5 years. You have accomplished so much.
Yeah.
You know, it's amazing to see this growth. So can you tell us basically कैसे ये कीड़ा आया? You know,
Okay.
who did you see first? Did you saw the international DJs play, or did you see some local senior DJs play, or something like that?
Yeah, so basically what happened is around 2016-15 I saw the sets of Tomorrowland. So basically, obviously they are DJs. So basically the thing is in Tomorrowland the DJs are performing, but they are not playing like someone else's music. The main criteria is they are playing their own music. So that's very important. I think music production in this scene is very important. So I got to know that for performing in such big platforms, you have to learn DJing, obviously, like this is the basics. But at the end, you have to start with production, mashups, because at the end, you cannot perform someone else's music in a big platform, because the criteria will be you have to play your own music. Like almost 50% of the set, like if the set is of 1 hour, you have to play 50% of the music, it has to be yours, or some mashup which has been created. So it has to be exclusive, like which is only yours. Right. And if someone else also play, they will be like, this song is to ye to us DJ ka hai. So like this, you can create a very wide fan base, and as you all know, like marketing and branding is very important today. Right. So like only like the craft is very important. Obviously,
Initially, that is important,
yeah,
but then
craft.
going beyond.
But branding and marketing yourself, like you have to see yourself as a brand, and you have to go to everywhere and like market yourself. So that's very important. I think.
You have to showcase that how
Exactly,
good, because
exactly.
how do people know ki
Right, right.
you're good or
What like talent you have, because you must be like noticing that there are a lot of talented people who are already very talented, but they don't know how to market themselves. So that's what happens. Like people like उन लोग का talent जो है फिर वो दब के रह जाता है. तो खुद को market करना and craft में भी ध्यान देना 50-50% is very important, because in music career music important तो है, but उसके साथ साथ बहुत सारा चीज भी है, because music industry is not just about music. You have to create your own brand. You have to create content on your talent and every skills, and you have to upload them so that people can see. So having like ये सब करके you will create a good fan base. So I think
it's
that's
the
very
hype
important.
that you create that people are talking
Exactly,
about you,
exactly.
what is going on with this guy, he's creating music. I
Yeah,
like that
and
music.
until and unless you are not active on social medias and all, like people won't be able to see your talent, because what you are doing under the roof, it remains there, but you have to showcase it to everyone. तो इधर आपका सोशल मीडिया बहुत काम आता है, तो सोशल मीडिया के थ्रू ही आप लाइक मिलियंस ऑफ पीपल को रीच कर सकते हैं. तो या आप अगर सिर्फ डीजे है, तो यू हैव टू बी लाइक ग्रेट इन योर सेट मिक्सिंग एंड स्किल्स. जैसे डीजे रिएक्शन इज देयर, उसका आपने स्किल्स देखा ही है, ही इज वेरी टैलेंटेड. सो अगर वैसा कुछ स्किल्स होगा तो दैट कैन लाइक मेक यू वायरल. और इफ यू mix normally, like very simple, but you are playing your own song, so that's a great thing. So either of the craft you have to make it like you need an X factor.
USP or X factor, something that differentiates you from the crowd.
Exactly. So
कुछ
that's
तो different होना चाहिए.
So there's a DJ you must be knowing, James Hype.
Yeah.
He's a great DJ. So basically he plays like 3 to 4 songs together, and the audience thinks that he's still playing a single song. So that's the talent he has. So basically the thing he's doing is like he's a great DJ also. So he's famous because of his great sets. And some DJs mix normally, like you must have seen Martin Garrix. Their sets are very simple, but at the end, 90% of the sets like which they are playing, all the music are their own music.
So basically they are more of a producer,
Right.
than a DJ.
Right. That's the thing.
So going back to the roots, so कैसे वो कीड़ा, you told us that you saw the Tomorrowland
then I got to know that for like being a big artist, you have to make your own music also. So then I started making my own music. And
so tell us about the music production journey. You went to Mumbai and you learned and slowly collaborated.
So
and
basically 2019 I went to Bombay. I learned their music production, music theory, mixing and mastering. So basically I did these 4 courses. So these 4 courses are very important if you want to create your own music and want to release yourself. So I learned there a lot of things except the music, like music wala part. I learned how to market yourself, how to brand yourself. So it's like a whole thing. So basically all the faculties also there were amazing. They teach not only how to make good music, but also how to brand yourself.
So important.
Yeah. So I did a certified course. It was of 6 months each. So then I did my course there, and then Calcutta is my hometown, and I'm doing shows here. I also have a merch and academy brand also right now.
So he does national tours where he plays in all Delhi, Mumbai, Bangalore, Pune. He does his tours, he releases his upcoming album is also coming.
Yeah, my album is coming this December, and like 2 days back only, like last Wednesday, one of my songs released in one of the Brazilian record label. So it's a techno and EDM song which got released. I'll definitely show that to you.
So today we are very lucky, unreleased tracks we'll get to hear from.
Definitely.
So let's deep dive into the topic then.
Yeah.
So record labels. I mean, record labels, what is the importance? Does a new artist need a record label, or should he publish it directly?
So basically, why record label is important is because if you are a new artist, you don't have much of a fan base. So for that fan base thing, for that streams कि आपके गाने में streams आए, you definitely need a big record label because the record label already has a fan base. उनके already keys में follower है. तो अगर आपका song वो record label के अंदर release होता है, तो उससे फायदा ये आएगा कि आपका बना बनाया हुआ fan base है. तो आपका song जो वहाँ release हो रहा है, तो उनके जो followers है, वो already आपका गाना सुनेंगे. So that's very important. But as you guys know, there's a lot of competition these days in music production, DJing. So only good music can be released under the record label. So that's very important. And the song has to be mixed, mastered properly. Like it has to be ready for release. कि आपका song एकदम ready हो release के लिए, तभी वो release हो पाएगा. तो record labels का फायदा भी है कि सब काम वही करेंगे, marketing वो करेंगे, release करेंगे सब platform में, आपका Spotify में करेंगे, YouTube Music, Instagram Music. फिर म्यूजिक प्रोडक्शन का और एक फायदा इधर ये आता है कि बाकी लोग को अगर गाना आपका पसंद आया, दे स्टार्ट मेकिंग रील्स नाउडेज एंड योर सॉन्ग्स कैन ब्लो अप. तो इससे आपका गाना वायरल हो सकता है, यू कैन बी फेमस. सो देयर इज अ लॉट ऑफ वेज. सो एट द एंड द मोस्ट इंपॉर्टेंट थिंग अगेन इज लाइक मार्केटिंग ओनली.
Marketing. Once you have a good product, then you can go to the market.
Right.
Marketing. Right. So what is important in choosing your record label? I mean, does it matter ki what kind of sounds I'm producing? Suppose you are producing a Brazilian house track.
Right.
Do you go with the same record label that you're associated with? Or do you choose a different record label which is known for Brazilian house?
Right. So the thing is, सबका जॉनर अलग अलग होता है. किसी का हाउस पसंद है, किसी का बॉलीवुड पसंद है. सो फॉर दैट थिंग यू हैव टू चूज योर ओन रिकॉर्ड लेबल कि उस रिकॉर्ड लाइक आपके जॉनर में कौन सा रिकॉर्ड लेबल सबसे ज्यादा फेमस है. बिकॉज अगर आपका इफ यू क्रिएट अ हाउस म्यूजिक, वो टॉप नॉच है, इट साउंड्स लाइक परफेक्ट, बट इवन इफ यू सेंड दैट ट्रैक टू अ टेक्नो रिकॉर्ड लेबल, दे वोंट बी रिलीजिंग बिकॉज वो उनका जॉनर ही नहीं है. So you don't have to be demotivated. You have to find the right record label for yourself. You can Google ki if my genre is techno, so I'll type techno record labels around the world. So you can email them. Many of the record labels have portals also. So you can send the songs to portals also, mail. So this is one thing, and also you can do is like if you have great international like or national only big DJ friends, you can ask them to play your music in festivals. So this is also a thing, like your songs can go viral if you don't want to release under a record label. So आप कर सकते हो कि अगर आपका कोई अच्छा फ्रेंड है, डीजे आर्टिस्ट है, प्रोड्यूसर है, तो वो अपने सोशल मीडिया में प्रमोट कर सकता है, या अगर उसको गाना पसंद आया तो वो अपनी लाइव सेट में भी बजा सकता है. So it's like a promotion thing. So yeah.
Right. Basically, you give your friend your track.
Right.
Bro, can you please play my track in your sets, in your live sets, and if you like it,
Exactly.
then maybe do a shout out or a reel,
Yeah.
capture that footage and send it to me. Something it's like a collaboration, brotherhood. So that is great. So record labels are important.
Yeah, definitely it's important.
So for a new artist, what is the first thing they should think about? How do we choose our own genre? Because within this audience, we have some confusion also. That some people like Bollywood, some people like this. So what has been your journey like, creating all these songs?
So for the genre thing, at the beginning, आपको पता नहीं रहता है कि कौन सा genre आपके लिए सही होगा. So for that, you can experiment. You can mix with all the genres. Even I started with like in my Spotify, all kinds of tracks are there of mine. You have slap house music, you have house music, techno. But like शुरू में you have to create all kinds of music. Then आपको पता चलेगा कि कौन सा genre आपके लिए perfect है. And even with DJing also, आप पहले सब tracks mix करो. Like you can mix commercial songs, Bollywood, techno. But at the end you have to select a niche. And you have to like select, फिर उसको ही आपको follow करना पड़ेगा. But वो ये होगा experience से. जैसे ही आपका एक्सपीरियंस हो जाएगा, आप 1-2 साल एक जॉनर को बजा रहे हो, देन आपको पता चल जाएगा, या दिस इज माय टॉपिक एंड आई विल फॉलो दिस ओनली. सो इट्स वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट टू एक्सपेरिमेंट विद ऑल द थिंग्स. उससे ही आपको पता चलेगा कि आपका क्या क्या जो पोटेंशियल है, उससे आपको तभी पता चलेगा जब आप अपना सब कुछ के साथ एक्सपेरिमेंट कर रहे हैं. So it's great to experiment with all
what is working and what is not working.
Exactly.
Experimentation only.
Right.
So my question was कि basically when we experiment, should we release it or should we hold it to ourselves?
So if you are very confident कि हाँ, अगर मेरा जो genre है, and audience को भी वो genre अगर पसंद आएगा, if it's ready to release, then definitely you can release. But like even when I started my career, first few songs were sounding not that great, obviously because I was just starting, and आप कभी perfect नहीं होगा. Even the top notch international DJs, first कुछ songs आपके अच्छे नहीं होंगे.
Yeah, even Martin Garrix's old song, you listen to that quality.
Exactly. And even आपके पहले कुछ sets अच्छे नहीं होंगे, but वो तभी अच्छे होंगे धीरे धीरे when you start experimenting. And if at the end if you are very confident कि हाँ this music is great, then you can try releasing the same and ask your friends or audience to share the music, and then you'll get to know धीरे धीरे कि whether the audience are liking the music. So that's the thing.
So these record labels which you pursue, what do they look after? Like new artists that they're signing.
Okay.
What are the criteria they're looking after?
For the record label thing, the first criteria is definitely good music. And music production के साथ साथ आपका song mix and mastered भी होना चाहिए. तो basically mix का मतलब हो गया कि सब elements जो है song में वो properly mix किया हुआ है, किसी का volume ज़्यादा, किसी का volume कम नहीं है. And mastered मतलब ready to release version. उसका वॉल्यूम सब सही हो, तो मिक्स एंड मास्टर्ड वो लोग देखते हैं, बिकॉज इवन इफ द म्यूजिक प्रोडक्शन इज गुड, द सॉन्ग इज गुड, उनके पास इतना टाइम नहीं है कि वो लोग आपको मेल करके बोले कि सॉन्ग मिक्स एंड मास्टर्ड करके आप दो, देन वी विल रिलीज द सॉन्ग.
So sorry to disturb you, there are millions of songs being sent to these record labels or agencies. So how do we stand out? I mean, it's very hard to stand out.
Definitely.
So as you were saying, the music should be good. That's
so the music has to be good, and if you are mailing the song, so mailing song करने वक्त आपको कुछ अपना पूरा लंबा स्टोरी, लाइफ स्टोरी नहीं बताना है. सॉन्ग का जिस्ट देना है. आप ये बता सकते हो कि आई रियली थिंक दैट द थीम ऑफ द ट्रैक रियली सूट्स योर रिकॉर्ड लेबल, कि मेरा जो गाना है वो आपके रिकॉर्ड लेबल सूट करता है, एंड इफ आई थिंक कि अगर ये गाना रिलीज हो तो इट विल बी बेनिफिशियल फॉर बोथ ऑफ अस. सो दैट्स वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट. यू कैन अटैच योर सोशल मीडिया लिंक्स, एंड अगर आपका अच्छा प्रोफाइल है ऑलरेडी सोशल मीडिया का, तो रिकॉर्ड लेबल डेफिनेटली चाहेगा कि हाँ, इफ द सॉन्ग इज ऑल्सो ग्रेट एंड द आर्टिस्ट इज ऑल्सो एस्टैब्लिश्ड, दे रिलीज द सॉन्ग. बट अगर सोशल मीडिया उतना स्ट्रॉन्ग नहीं है, यू आर जस्ट स्टार्टिंग, तो तब भी कोई टेंशन का बात नहीं है. इफ द म्यूजिक इज गुड, इफ द क्राफ्ट इज गुड, दे डेफिनेटली रिलीज द सॉन्ग, and from that you can create a fan base also.
Like people do that also. Some people are famous for, I mean, people don't even have a social media, right? But their songs, their tracks are very well, circulated.
Exactly. So if you're a good only producer, not a DJ, तो उन लोग का होता है कि like जो audience है उनको वो गाना पसंद आ रहा है, तो वो लोग बार बार सुनेंगे वो गाना. वो लोग फिर आर्टिस्ट का नाम खुद पता करेंगे, दे विल फॉलो द आर्टिस्ट, दे विल सी कि इसका और पहले का रिलीज क्या है, तो वैसे वैसे आपका फैन बेस जो है वो बड़ा होते जाएगा, इवन इफ यू आर प्रोड्यूसर. और अगर आप डीजे है, देन यू कैन अपलोड योर सेट्स ऑन यूट्यूब अकेडमी में, या आप रील्स डाल सकते हैं. देन यू कैन स्टार्ट क्रिएटिंग लाइव मैशअप, एक गाने का इंस्ट्रूमेंटल बजा के दूसरे गाने का वोकल्स रहेगा. सो यू कैन डू अ लॉट ऑफ थिंग्स इवन इफ यू आर अ डीजे. But I really think that with DJing, music production is really very important. So after you guys complete your DJing course, if you guys are like really serious about this thing, then you should definitely go for music production.
So music production, which do you enjoy most? And do you enjoy performing your music, or do you enjoy making it in the studio?
So I like playing my own music. Right, so that's the thing. So for playing my own music, I really spend months and months for creating that song. And then when I play the music live, and if I see the crowd is really having fun, so I think that's the greatest moment you can ever feel, because it will make you very motivated and you will feel very happy that people are dancing on your song. So I think that's a great feeling. And it's आप लोग DJing course कर लो, then धीरे धीरे हो जाएगा, like one step at a time. If you start doing everything together, then it'll be a mess. So everything takes time. As I told you, it took me 5 years to perform there. I have also performed in Sunburn. So if I have given myself a target of 1 year or 2 years, so I think वो नहीं हो पाता, because good things take time. And never compare yourself with other artists, because लोग हमेशा उनसे compare करते हैं जो आपसे ऊपर है, तो वो फायदा नहीं है. आप डीमोटिवेट हो जाएंगे. आप बस ट्राई करो कि आप
better yourself, improve yourself every day, one day at a time.
Right. कि आपका yesterday से आप better हो आज. So that's it.
Right. So even in school, like we take 12 to 14 years to study.
Right.
Then we do college.
Yeah.
And then after that we get a job or get into business.
Exactly. And
it takes us so much time.
Even the school study, like at the end they say कि ये like normal है. 12 years wala.
Yes.
Like this is the minimum you have to.
The minimum you need to.
Yeah. So that's the thing. Even in music, it's like a whole sea ocean. उसमें बहुत कुछ है. तो ये आपका जो skills है वो develop होते जाएगा और time लगेगा definitely.
So people come in as a they think okay I'll do a small course and that will be it.
Yeah.
Course khatam and I'll be a star DJ. But obviously I explained it to you.
Yeah.
अगर schooling में we need around 15 years, 16 years
right.
establish. At least 5 years you should think. 3
so
years you should
the main motive of academy is कि वो आपको पूरा skills दे देंगे उनके पास जो है जो faculties के पास है हमारे. But at the end आप वो skills कैसे perform करते हैं and उसको boost करते हैं, that's very important I think. So पहले जो new लोग होते हैं वो लोग का question हमेशा यही रहता है कि course के बाद आप क्या provide करेंगे. But that really depends on कि आपका skills क्या है. क्योंकि like एक बैच में बहुत सारे लोग हैं तो कोई का होगा कि उतना ग्रोथ नहीं हो पा रहा है जितना कोई जो बेस्ट स्टूडेंट है उसका हो. तो इट रियली डिपेंड्स कि आप वो स्किल्स को प्रैक्टिस कैसे कर रहे हो घर में, आप कैसे सीख रहे हो एंड उसका बेस्ट कैसे निकाल पा रहे हो उस कोर्स से. तो दैट्स आई थिंक वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट. एंड ये तो मैंने बोला है कि इट विल डेफिनेटली टेक टाइम तो लगेगा बिकॉज ओवरनाइट सब कुछ पॉसिबल नहीं है.
ऐसा लगता है लोगों की ओवरनाइट सक्सेस होता है बट बिफोर दैट ओवरनाइट देयर इज अ
ओवरनाइट सक्सेस आई थिंक उसको वायरल होना बोलते हैं. वो ट्रेंड होता है आफ्टर अ पीरियड ऑफ टाइम दैट ट्रेंड आल्सो गेट्स ओवर.
Right.
But the slow success, that's a real thing because it will keep ascending, not descending. So that's the thing.
So great. So far, so many music has been released.
Right.
So what is some of the few tracks that you personally love, your own tracks? Can you tell us and we can maybe hear it?
I think one of my favorite tracks which I have recently made, it has not been released. So I can definitely play that for you after this round gets over. So I hope you guys like it. It's a techno song. I don't know if you like techno.
Wow.
But yes, I'll play the song definitely. Yeah.
So what has been the music production journey like? Whenever you start a track, how do you start a track? Do you first compose the melody, or do you go with the vocals, or do you write, or do you collaborate?
Okay. So
what is the process?
The thing is कि it's a very personal question. Like many of the artists start with drums, many of the people start with melody. So it's all about getting inspiration. आपको किससे इंस्पिरेशन मिल रहा है. लाइक बहुत टाइम ही होता है. इफ अ मेलोडी इज स्टक इन योर माइंड यू कैन स्टार्ट क्रिएटिंग द ट्रैक अराउंड दैट मेलोडी. एंड इफ यू हैव क्रिएटेड अ गुड ड्रम बीट, अगर आपके पास कुछ 8 बार का ड्रम बीट है तो आप उसके अराउंड पूरा ट्रैक बना सकते हैं. तो इट टोटली डिपेंड्स ऑन कि आपके दिमाग में क्या आइडिया है एंड आप उसको प्रोसीड कैसे कर रहे हैं. देन डीजेइंग कोर्स कर रहे हैं, यू विल डेफिनेटली गेट टू नो या शायद पता भी हो सॉन्ग स्ट्रक्चर. तो जैसे ही सॉन्ग स्ट्रक्चर पता होगा देन आपका वो प्रोडक्शन में हेल्प करेगा कि आपको पता रहेगा कि इंट्रो के बाद ब्रेक आएगा, देन वर्स, देन कोरस और ड्रॉप. सो लाइक एवरीथिंग इज इंटरकनेक्टेड. आप डीजेइंग कोर्स करेंगे तो प्रोडक्शन में हेल्प होगा, प्रोडक्शन करेंगे तो डीजेइंग में बहुत हेल्प होगा.
Basically, DJing make you get an idea like the song structure, the key, what is what, basic idea. But the music production is much more.
Yeah, music production is like I think much deeper. वो बहुत like it's a sea. अगर आप उसमें चल जाओगे तो ऐसा नहीं जैसे even I did my course 4 years back. So it's not like कि वो 6 months का course में I was a master because even वो course के बाद मैंने बहुत कुछ सीखा है. बट इसका मेन मतलब नहीं है कि अकेडमी वाले लोग ने नहीं सिखाया. उनका था कि उन्होंने सिलेबस कंप्लीट कर दिया. बट एज यू गाइस नो कि ट्रेंड आते जाते रहते हैं. तो यू हैव टू कीप फॉलोइंग द ट्रेंड. यू हैव टू कीप लाइक देखना पड़ेगा आपको कि अभी क्या चल रहा है नहीं चल रहा है. तो दैट्स द थिंग आपको. एंड आई थिंक अगर ट्रेंड अगर आपको देखना है तो बहुत सारा यूट्यूब में भी होता है. आपका जैसे कोर्स अगर हो गया, अगर आपका कुछ डाउट है देन YouTube आई थिंक इज अ ग्रेट ट्यूटर एज वेल. वरना जैसे राहुल भैया एंड डीजे रिएक्शन वो तो है एंड दे आर बोथ टॉप नॉच talented people.
Academy builds a base.
Exactly.
And then we try to handhold you throughout the journey. But then eventually one day you have to figure it out
Yourself
and
only.
all those lessons that have been learned
Yeah.
वो तभी जाके याद आते हैं when you practice yourself.
Right.
Like you might be in the DJing part, you might be knowing, okay, chal I'll mix in key or something like that. But when you play it out, then you know कि अच्छा I don't need to play in key all the time.
Right. Exactly.
Right, things like that.
तो बात वही आ जाता है कि you have to experiment.
You have to experiment and try.
And like academy से help मिलता है कि आपका time बहुत save हो जाता है.
हाँ, that is a part.
क्योंकि faculties को already पता है कि उनको क्या आपको पढ़ाना है. तो आपको जो already rules है, features वगैरह है, तो वो आपको experiment करने का जरूरत नहीं पड़ेगा क्योंकि वो आपको faculties बता देंगे. But what suits the best for you वो आपको पता चल जाएगा जैसे ही आप कोर्स कर लेते हो. Then you start mixing different types of genres. तो वो फिर आपके लिए बहुत help करेगा.
You also play with, give 20% freedom completely.
Yeah.
You experiment. Why not try? I mean, it shouldn't work. A house music or a dubstep.
Right.
It shouldn't technically work, but at least you give it a try.
You can definitely try.
Yeah.
Audience के सामने भी नहीं तो आप back home में या software में ही
Yeah.
आप देख सकते हैं कि वो सुनने में कैसा लग रहा है. Then you can export the playlist and play live. So it all depends on experimenting things.
So producing a track, let's get back to that.
Yeah.
Producing a track, how much time does it take for you to complete a track? Usually.
So I think I'm not a much fast producer. It really takes me 2 to 3 months because I have to handle other things also like
Right.
doing shows and
Yes.
other stuff. So it takes me around 2 to 3 months to make the whole song. Like I create the whole idea within I think 20 days, 25 days, but then doing the arrangement thing that takes me again 1 month, and for the mixing and mastering thing I again take around 1 month because I don't think you have to make songs in a hurry because once you complete the song, once you release the song, वो final वो हमेशा forever रहेगा आपका हर जगह YouTube में. तो हरी में करके कोई फायदा नहीं है because it's a one time thing. It will always stay in social media and even if you make any mistake, people can like उनको पता चल जाएगा if you have created a mistake. So it's better to spend a lot of time in making music. I
Right.
think it's
So
really
the
important.
finished product जो है once it's released is out there.
Yeah.
Is out there. You cannot
Until
change.
and unless you are satisfied कि ये मिस्टेक शायद कोई नोटिस ना करे क्योंकि आप जैसे आपको पता है कि आप वहाँ पर मिस्टेक है तो जो ऑलरेडी एक्सपीरियंस है उनको भी पता रहेगा कि वहाँ पर है तो आप ऐसा लाइक पोजीशन में दो ही ना किसी को कि वो फिगर आउट कर सके यू हैव क्रिएटेड अ मिस्टेक. So until and unless you are satisfied with the product, don't release it. Take your time and release the song. Yeah.
So also ear training. I mean, in the beginning, were you able to listen to all the mistakes that you did yourself, or has it come with
Ear
time?
training definitely takes time. तो ear training basically है कि आपको पता चल जाएगा कि अगर दो गाना की में नहीं है या सुनने में ऑफ लग रहा है तो वो धीरे धीरे आजकल विजुअल तरीका भी है पता करने का कि इफ द टू थिंग्स आर इन स्केल और नॉट. वरना ईयर ट्रेनिंग का बहुत सारे गेम्स भी होते हैं फ्री इन लाइक गूगल सो यू कैन यूज देम. तो उससे क्या होता है कि स्केल्स का पता चलता है कीज का पता चलता है. सो इट्स अ वेरी हेल्पफुल थिंग इवन इन डीजेइंग बिकॉज समटाइम्स यू मिक्स टू सॉन्ग्स even if the beat matching is correct and you're mixing the song it won't sound that great because वो शायद की में ना हो and अगर वो की में होगा तो वो शायद बहुत अच्छा साउंड करेगा. So that's the thing. यहाँ पर की ear training बहुत important है because it's really important to mix all the songs in keys and until and unless वो की में नहीं है और ठीक साउंड कर रहा है so that's a personal thing आप कर सकते हैं.
So it basically happens over time when you listen to
हाँ
stuff.
this definitely take years.
Years to like. So, I mean, how has been the Sunburn journey like? So, because we would all love to know. So, you have done so many Sunburn shows.
Yeah.
You started off in Kolkata, you have done, or outside?
So I did like my few of the shows in Bombay, like my first 1-2 shows. Then most of the career growth which has occurred in Calcutta only because I have done my like majority of the shows here. And now that I've created a good fan following, so I am doing tours and all also in other cities like Delhi, Bombay. So in July only I had my last tour